Welcome to Rust and Ruin. This is episode 11, Avenge the Dead. Um, Thank you for joining us again. After our little break there, had some medical issues, but we're all back and ready to go. Except for Laura. She's not back yet. Most of us are back and ready to go. So last time, our adventurers communicated with and made acquaintance with Euleria Plithis, whose husband seems to have some sway at the University of Solaria. After attempting to hunt down Skullface, they realized it might be best to run some reconnaissance and reconvene with Euleria later in the evening before taking him on. So they found the illustrious Campus Inn, have rested, eaten lunch and dinner, and that is where we find our party. So, as violet light peers through the clouds and onto our evening, we turn to the Campus Inn. Okay. So, what are you all doing? You are in your room. You have one room. It's a large room with it actually has 4 separate beds.
I think I would be sitting at a bed, checking my gear, taking a look at my mall. General plotting of vengeance. Lost in thought.
Makes sense. Silsey?
I am meditating over my prayer book, trying to reconcile what we are about to attempt to do.
And Valmea, you'll notice, is whispering to herself every once in a while. And then she speaks out to the group at large. And she says, We need a cart and a horse.
Well, we had one, but that's why we came here. We're looking for it.
Yeah,
I'm flat broke, so unless they're giving them away for free, we might have to do something a little nefarious.
Oh, we have money now. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go find a good horse. If we have money, might as well spend it.
Yeah, and outside of character, Euleria actually gave you some money to spend if you needed it. She gave you that last time.
I think we needed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
all right.
I'm checking my notes to see exactly how much she gave you, unless you remember or wrote it down.
I did not, because I thought Rupert.
Gotcha. I remember it was harvest. I'm gonna say it was 15 harvest, which is platinum. It's this red tinted platinum.
not a piece, right? 15 harvest a piece?
No, as a whole. She just gave you a.
Okay.
She gave you a small, well, medium size.
Oh man.
It appears all my problems are solved.
Yeah, you haven't done anything for her, and
I suddenly feel less vengeful all of a sudden.
no, she handed that out after
How
she
did
was
fantasy investment banks work?
after she talked about her husband. She grabbed this money, kind of connecting the two.
Gotcha. Well, it's early evening, yeah? We've already had our dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Would any of the shops be open?
You just had dinner. I would say that if you peek outside your window and give a perception check, It won't have to be too high. Let's see.
That is a 17.
That's great. So, it is starting to rain, so there's not a lot of people outside. Um, actually, it started to rain earlier in the day, and it's now picking up, still raining. So not a lot of people outside. You do see some lamp lights on down the street of what you think was a store or a shop, and that would be to if you're looking out your window, that would be to the left, and to the right is the campus gardens. So you think down the road to the left is maybe a couple shops and the rest of the university.
Relay that to the group. Yeah, if we need it, we might as well get it now before they close up.
Yeah, let's go get it. Let's go get a horse.
So, and this is Valmea. I've never had this much money. Not to say that I'm from a poor family. I'm actually from a very well-off family, but my parents were kind of... Anyway, so how much is this exactly? And she opens the bag. You actually see some gems at the bottom as well, but it's 15 harvest. In like blessing terms?
I've never seen this much money either. I don't know.
I think I got you both beat. I've barely seen money, period. So,
You know what?
seems like a lot.
I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out for all of us.
Can I do like some sort of check to see how expensive like the gems would be?
You can do an investigation, or you could do a history, technically.
Intelligence, yeah. Or
Yeah, just general intelligence.
Could I do nature? No, I'll just do history. Ooh, 19 on the die.
There you go.
Plus 0, because again, I'm not smart.
And just repeat what you're trying to find out. This is my sick brain going on.
No,
Sorry.
you're good. I obviously don't know anything about the harvest. I'm trying to like look at the gems. Like, given my background in the mountains, like, are these like precious gems? Are they worth a lot?
So
and maybe like inferring based on the fact that they're just like at the bottom, and she kind of like gave them to us without thinking about it.
You see some emeralds and rubies and a couple diamonds. I will say 3 emeralds, 3 rubies, and 2 diamonds. Small diamonds.
I'll tell the group, based on these gems, we are filthy rich.
Well, that's good to know. So I just really was wondering, to know if we have enough money to buy a cart and a horse.
I think we could buy a stable.
Well,
what we need to do is find somebody to, I don't know, make change for us, because this seems like a lot. If the coins are anything like these gems.
I'm guessing the university has seen wealth like this, so we'll just go. Just go.
Yeah.
So
when they see me, they're gonna say opulence.
Is there anything else you'd like to do at the or in the room at At the hotel in general? At the inn?
Maybe at the inn, if there's someone like at a front desk, I might just ask
Yeah,
if there's like a bank nearby or something that can like make us change or like store some of this. Because it feels like we're packing a lot of wealth.
Okay. So, you all, Silsey, did you want to do anything?
No, I'm set on getting the horse in the cart.
If not, If not, are you fine leaving your items in the room? Because carrying all that is going to weigh you down. Carrying all your things everywhere is going to tire you out, weigh you down.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, I'm good leaving.
There is a chest. So, it has a lock on it as well.
Is there there's a key in the lock? I'm guessing.
Make an intelligence check.
Okay. Five.
Yeah. Your mind blanks. You haven't really seen a lock like this in a while.
Okay, so I'm just over there looking at the chest with all my stuff. Like, this,
Luckily,
How
Valmea
do you-
sees it, and she says, she rolled a nat 20. She said, I believe they have a key for us downstairs.
Oh yeah, of course. I was just
If we would ask for it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
That's usually how these things work, right, Silsey?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I was gonna go down.
I'm learning so much about the city from you guys. This is great.
Oh.
Valmea,
Right.
she says, excuse me, and she actually walks down before you and comes back up with the key.
Thank you. All right, so I go in and I unlock the chest and I start putting my stuff in there.
Yeah, so you open it up and there is a bloody glaive inside.
Can I investigate this chest? Now, like, assuming I'm near enough to see that and maybe even like smell the blood.
Yeah.
All right. 13.
So looking at it, you can tell the blood has dried on this
So the
sharp.
person's not in the chest.
Say what?
I was just messing with you. I was like, the person's still not in the chest.
Right. So no
Fight just broke out.
No
Okay.
body parts or heads in the chest.
Very strange.
Yeah, so this glaive actually has a sharp pointed end like some sort of sword, but it also has another sharp piece separate from the main part. I know a ton about swords, obviously. It's a sword and then a smaller sword connected to that sword. Basically two blades. One is much further down, closer to the hilt. There is definitely dried blood. It's not still wet.
I pick it up. I'm like, hey, free weapon.
Ah!
Yeah, it is a +1 glaive.
That's all you, Celsi.
So you can add that to your weapon, to your weaponry. +1 glaive.
Awesome.
So you're unloading your stuff down in it still.
Yes.
There's no pools of blood or anything. It's just
that all of those blood dried on the
Yeah.
the blade.
it's somebody
That's nice.
left their murder weapon. It's essentially what it looks like.
Now your fingerprints are all over it. Well, it's fantasy time. It's fine.
You're good.
There's no such thing as DNA.
Yeah, so
Laboratory.
you unload some stuff, and obviously, if the room were to be burgled, I'd trust you to be honest with what was in the chest.
Nice.
I say that as you walk out and leave it alone.
Yeah. Most of my important stuff I keep with me anyway, so.
At the main reception area, Orgle, you do see a half-orc manning the desk. Half-orc woman manning the desk. Womaning the desk.
Hello!
Hi, is there anything I can do for you?
3 things. Well, 1, and depending on how you answer the first one, there might be nothing else.
No problem.
Can I trust you?
Yes, of course.
Alright, I'll continue then.
Excellent.
I'm going to pull out 1 harvest. Be like, just between you and me, is this a lot of money? I'm new in town. I'm looking for a horse. Would this get me a nice horse?
A nice horse, and different from a regular horse. That, unfortunately, alone probably wouldn't get you a nice horse.
Okay, I'm going to try to roll sleight of hand and make the 1 look like 2, but I have no skill at this. Alright, well, what if I doubled my odds? It's an 11.
That would get you a horse cadaver, maybe?
Oh no, we're not looking to eat it. We're
No,
We
the
need
food you serve is
transportation.
great. How much do you think a good horse and cart would cost? I should have just asked that.
Probably around 70 harvest. No, 70 blessing. 70 blessing. 70 gold, essentially. Out of character.
And just a stupid question. About what's the conversion rate here? Like how many harvest to how many blessing?
So you have 1 harvest. That'd be worth 10 blessing.
Okay. I can definitely do that math. You can tell he's starting to sweat. Where would a good shop be to buy a reliable horse and cart?
Well, down the street, you'll pass the Candle Bell bookstore, and then let me think. If you go past that and then go past the courtyard, you should see a large stable where you could perhaps purchase a horse.
Cool. All right. Orgle will say, "Great, we're headed there. Say, are you going to be at the desk most of the evening?
Yes, I'll be here until morning.
Can you let us know if anyone weirder than us comes snooping around?"
Of course.
Thank you.
Unless they stay here, then I
Oh,
can't
that's fine.
give you
That's totally
information.
fine.
All right. Well, have a pleasant time shopping, and the bookstore should be open most of the night. They're usually open unless somebody has an emergency and has to leave the store. But they have more than just books. Just so whatever you need, you can usually find there.
I do love reading. You can tell he's sweating even more. Well,
Well, when you say more than just books, were you hinting at something?
No, it's just called a bookstore, and people just generally think that you can only find books there, but it's a huge store.
we'll be sure to check it out.
Pleasant evening.
Definitely thinking that bookstore is a cover for something now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Many and illicit drugs.
Just it's called money laundering. So what is that? You have 15 harvests, essentially 150 blessing.
All right.
So, y'all are heading out.
Yes. Orgle's feeling a little paranoid, so Orgle's going to do kind of like a perception check to see if anyone's kind of following us.
Gotcha. Go ahead.
That one.
Um,
Got eyes in the back of my head.
You are very concerned that through this rain, you don't see anything. So that makes you more worried.
I definitely have my weapon out and at the ready, and I'm definitely looking skittish.
Okay, so I see that he's looking skittish and just try. Orgle, are you okay?
This weather's unnatural. They knew we'd need a horse and cart. I have a feeling the very nice orc lady's in on it. I don't know if we're going to make it back alive. But it'll be fine. You have a glaze. It'll be fine.
Do you think she's in on it?
I grab Silsey by the shirt and I said, "Trust no one."
Valmea,
Okay, Silsey's.
Valmea is going to pull you both and say, "It is pouring rain. Let's please just get to where we need to go."
I'm going to squint at her, but go along with it. Oh, yeah, we'll play right into your trap.
She rolls her eyes.
Still ready with the weapon.
Silsey, are you keeping your weapon out as well?
I've got it, like my hand on it at the ready. I haven't pulled it out, but my hand's like on the mace. Not the glaive. I brought the mace with me.
Probably a smart move. You don't want to be carrying around a bloody glaive everywhere. all through campus. And
I disagree.
thinking about that, Silsey, you remember that they're hearing from that strange professor. Now, there have been some murders on campus.
Alright, so yeah, I'm easily persuaded the paranoia. I'm like looking around, trying to see if there's anything.
That's right. Stay
Hello
frosty.
Let's see. Can I do a perception check to see if anybody?
Yeah.
You're gonna see everything's fine.
Hold on. I'm gonna use Roll20 because D&D Beyond is not loading right for me.
Ooh, I heard it.
Ooh. 19.
19. It's very good. You're peering through the rain. You don't see anyone following you or chasing. You do see Valmea sprinting ahead, and she is already at the bookstore. And it looks like she's going in.
Why aren't we going straight to the stable?
She doesn't hear you. She's good 60 feet away through the rain.
Okay, I'm running my little legs trying to catch up with her.
I'm walking at a normal pace and we're covering the same distance.
Yeah.
I guess we're book shopping first. I thought the horse and carriage was important. Horse and cart, sorry. We're not as rich as I thought.
She
must know what they really sell there.
She's so excited. I bet it's horrible.
She barges through the door, and y'all shortly follow after. And there are several different people shopping in here, and there is the bookshop owner that comes walking by, and it is a small gnome who peers up through these dirty glasses and looks up at you, except for Silsey, and says, "Well, what's the hurry? And you're getting that mud all over my store."
I just kind of look around. Sorry about the mud. I assure you, we are better customers than we appear. And I shake the water off of my weapon, and I kind of just like sling it over my shoulder.
I say in Gnomish. I look at the shopkeeper and say in Gnomish, "What do you really sell here?"
He responds in Gnomish, and he says, "You've seen through my cover, eh? Make a wisdom or an intelligence check."
All right. I'm gonna do intelligence if that's all right.
Sure.
Oh crap! Oh, 5.
Yeah, he's covering something.
Yeah, I totally saw through your cover. So what are you selling?
He just peers at you and responds in Darvumnian, which is common. And he says, "You twit, we sell regular things." I'm not some dealer of foul. Ah! And he just throws his hands up and walks away.
I like him. Well, were you guys making fun of me when you were speaking that other language?
No. Who would ever make fun of you?
It's a long story. I don't really want to talk about it.
No, I'm sorry, buddy. I was just asking him what they sold here.
Oh, you mean the yeah.
He's keeping it pretty tight-lipped.
Well, he already doesn't like me on account of the mud, so I'm just gonna stay by the door. Let me know if you see anything cool.
And Silsey, you're free to browse for whatever you might need. You see Valmea looking at the cloaks as she peels off some of her own outer layer of clothing, and she's looking for a good cloak. And in here, you see that there are sections for different things. You have a section for weaponry. There's several sections for books. One is to the general public. The other two, it says there's a small sign that says you need a student badge in order to enter. There's a section for, I said, potions, books, weaponry, and armor. And then there's miscellaneous things as well. Just everyone is thinking about Skullface and the potential danger that might come on the 15th, which is Harvest Tide. And you know it is the evening of the 13th, so it is on your minds. So if you need potions or weapons or anything like that, it would be the time to do it now.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look for some potions. Let's see.
So as you're looking, and if you want to do an investigation or you want to do just a general perception, I can tell you what you see over there.
I'm gonna do an investigation real quick.
Yeah, that's a little more in depth than a perception check.
8.
8. You see you find a couple potions. One is a blue potion, and then there's a green potion, and the labels are kind of rubbed off. One says potion of G, and it's rubbed off from there. The other one says of magic. And then it seems like there's more on both sides, but you can't read it. Maybe it's just too old or somebody's purposely chipped at it. You don't know. And you also see smaller vials of thick liquids and then vials of black poisons.
Yeah, I'm staying away from poisons. I'm gonna look back at where the shopkeeper was and see if there's like a bell or anything to like.
So back towards the entrance.
Service. Yes.
Okay. There is a bell, but there's a bell and a rope. It's connected to the door. So every time that somebody comes in, it rings. Yeah.
Perfect. I'm gonna go to the door and open and shut it.
I'm already there. If you just want to give me like a signal, I can just like. Ah!
I'm just gonna be like, Oracle, can you ring the bell?
Way ahead of you. I love this music.
Ding, 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 ding.
Start banging my head.
What? You see the small gnomish.
I point across the room. He needs something. ding a ding a ding a ding a ding a ding.
The labels on these potions, they're kind of rubbed off. Could you help me?
Dear gods. Let me think. I do have a list of what everything should be, and he sees you holding these two. Did you pick those up?
Yes.
Do you know where they go?
Over there, the potions?
They're the exact place.
Oh, no.
Intelligence
No.
check.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, intelligence check. Oh, Lord. 19.
You do remember where they go. The exact place.
Yeah, they're... Yeah, follow me.
Oh, okay. You put them back exactly. I'm going to get my layout of the potions.
Okay, go and carefully put them back.
He waddles away from you. You figure he'll be back in a minute. Orgle. Outside in the rain, you see somebody running by.
Okay.
That's all. I mean, if you want to do something or you just notice that.
Can I poke my head out, thus ringing the bell?
Ching!
Just do like another perception or investigation check.
Go ahead.
I'll do perception. Ooh. Killing it with those. That's another nat 1. So it's a 5 total, but nat 1 on the die.
You are certain that the half-orc who is keeping watch of the inn, you're sure that she just ran by.
Oh, Lord.
Running away from the campus inn.
Yes.
I'm going to grab my mom and say, Stilsey, you're in charge. I'm going to ring the bell repeatedly, and then I'm going to sprint back to the campus inn. Not after her, back to the inn.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So
this
you're
is us shopping. Imagine when we have to actually do something.
Did he have the money?
Valmea has the money.
Okay.
In no world would you put me in charge of that. In no world.
Okay,
right.
so you are Orgle. You are running through the rain, and
Dead sprint.
yeah, you're sprinting. You need to make an athletics check because you have hit a puddle.
Nat 20.
And it is like you're walking on water. Just.
I may not be bright or see things, but when
Yeah,
it's athletics, I'm fine.
This was a deep puddle as well, but somehow you just right through it.
It's pole vault.
Yeah. And you make it to the front door of the campus inn.
Do I notice anything outside that looks like untoward or like there was a break-in or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
Just
I'm going to pop in, kind of in my mind expecting just muscle memory-wise that there would be a ding, because that happened a lot last time I opened a door. So I'm going to be a little thrown off, but I'm going to look inside, and what do I see?
there's no ding. You look inside, you're peering around, you don't see anybody. It seems to be quiet and not a soul in sight.
Nobody at the desk.
Nobody at the desk.
Is there anything at the desk to like get someone? like a bell or anything like that?
You don't see anything.
Okay. I'm going to head to the room then again. I'm gonna try to stealth.
If you want to do like a search, like an investigation check or a perception check, you can. But just peering around, you don't see anything.
In that case, no, I'm focused on our room. I know something's up. My paranoia is definitely taken over, so I'm going to try to sneak to the room. And as I'm doing so, I'm going to try to like really listen and see if I can hear anything.
Okay, so you run to your room, and further down the hall, you see that there are stairs, and there's actually a second floor. But as you get to your room, the door is open.
Before I go in, I want to do like a perception hearing. See like if I can hear anybody in there.
Go ahead.
24.
Ooh, that's amazing.
That's amazing.
You do. You hear the sound of you hear kind of like something closing. You don't know if it's a door or a window.
Okay. Here's what I would like to do. Do I have like a rough sense of like where in the room that sound would have come from with a 24?
Far side of the room.
Far side. Okay. What I'm going to do is maul in one hand. I'm gonna get a hand axe, and basically, like as soon as I go in, I'm going to throw it above where the sound was. Above where the sound was,
Okay.
and I'm going to charge it.
Above. Okay, This is gonna be an athletics check.
It's going to be the maid. I'm sure of it. Athletics?
Yeah,
sure.
Athletics check.
Absolutely.
Oh, God.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Keep giving me athletics checks.
You throw your hand axe above where you want it to go.
Yeah.
Above the target. And it sticks into the wall right above the glass window.
Okay.
If somebody would have been standing there, you would have got him in the head.
Okay.
But
so I've thrown it. I'm charging. What do I see?
the chest is open. The beds have been pushed aside. The covers have been torn off the beds as well. They're thrown aside. And the closet door is open. I don't think you guys put anything in the closet, though, so it's just open. Yeah. And you also, as you go walking over to the far side, rainwater has gotten into the room.
Okay, so someone presumably just hopped out the window or something, right? These are these windows that can open, presumably.
Yeah.
It's first floor. All right, I'm going to see if I can look out this window and see if I notice anybody. Grab my hand axe.
Make a perception check. You're looking through the rain. But they wouldn't have gotten too far, so I'll say that equals out. So it's not disadvantage.
17.
17. That's really good. You do see a figure running towards the gardens. And if you're looking out that way, you see some trees. But there is a lake it's to the east or the right of the gardens. And it's running in that direction, like splitting the difference between the gardens and the lake. That's where it's heading. And if with a 17, you don't think it couldn't be like a gnome. It's definitely a medium-sized figure.
One person, though.
Just one, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna chase it. I'm gonna chase him down.
All right, and you can think about what you're going to do. I'm going to switch over to Silsey.
Sure.
All right, Silsey. The shop owner comes back and he says, "All right, I have my layout." He cleans off his glasses. Is there anything in particular you were looking for, or?
I'd like just some healing potions.
Got it. Well, what you have here, or what you had in your hands, and he points at the red one. He says, "This is not a healing potion. It is a potion of max power." And the other one, the green one, it's not a healing potion either. This is a potion of invisibility. We do have some healing potions, though.
Okay. Real quick, how much is the potion of invisibility?
600 blessing.
I think I'm gonna pass on that. But okay, where are the healing potions?
So the healing potions are actually this way, and he pushes you along. And he picks up one, and he holds it up, and he says, "This is a potion of greater healing. It is 200 blessing, and it works instantly."
Okay. Do you have potions of lesser healing?
I do. And he goes behind that one. So this is a potion of healing. It is 60 blessing.
Okay. Still, I'm not looking to spend that much on potions.
You have, and this might just be Silsey being cheap, but you do have, 150 blessing? Well, 15 harvest.
Right. But we're trying to get a horse and stable, or not a horse and stable, horse and cart.
It's true. It's true. You also have some gems.
Yeah.
The gems are worth way more than the coin you have. Make an intelligence check.
All right. 13.
13? Okay, you think you could ask him, and he could probably tell you how much the gems are worth. But you have this other thought simultaneously that he might be ripping you off a little, not a lot, a little, on the price of the potions.
Okay. So I'm going to go over to Valmea, and I'm going to just say, "Hey, Valmea, Can I have just 4 harvests?
She was about to ask you a question, but she doesn't, and she just hands it to you. But as you also see, as she hands you these reddish coins, she has on a brand new cloak. Nobody's purchased anything in the time that you've been there.
Where'd you get the cloak?
Shh. It's all good. It's all good. No need to say anything. No. You go do you. Do your thing. I got it. And you see this dripping wet cloak hanging up in between other cloaks. Go.
Okay. So
She
I go back.
maneuvers you and kind of gives you a light little push.
I'll go back and I'll take the. So I'll take the 4 harvests out,
Okay.
and I have 4 blessing. I'll also take that out, and I'll just be like, "This is I need a potion. This is all I have."
Well, and he looks you up and down. So, he just made a perception check as well. He rolled an 8. This is just behind the screen. He was going to have his eyes go over that way if it had been higher than a 13. But they didn't follow you, so he was doing something else. A little behind the screen there. So yeah, he checks you out, and he says, "Well, you're pulling on my heartstrings. Oh man, I don't usually do this, but you've caught me at a difficult time. So I'll take that, and you can have this healing potion." And he hands you the green small vial potion for 44 blessing.
Thank you. Are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I'm okay. You take that and use it wisely.
Us gnomes gotta stick together.
It's very true.
I start to walk over towards Valmea, but I'm trying to gauge whether I should get too close to her and draw attention to her.
So she is starting to head out as you've purchased your healing potion. She kind of eyes you and nods her head towards the door.
I run to the door.
Again, perception check. He rolled a 4.
Wow.
he is just, he's thinking about his own life and organizing these potions.
He's like, why do I keep losing profits? I feel like I'm doing well. Like, people keep coming in, but I feel like I'm losing profit constantly. Oh, well. Looks off in the distance.
Yeah, so you make it, and ching, ching, goes the door. And under the awning, you can see that you don't see Orgle anywhere.
Can I do an investigation check and see if I see evidence of
At disadvantage because it is pouring rain. The rain has gotten heavier as the evening has progressed.
All right, at disadvantage. Well, disadvantage, I got 5.
No signs of Orgle. Valbea kind of tugs at your shirt and pulls you around. She's like, okay, so we need to get the cart and a horse. And then we need to go and find Professor Euleria.
And Orgle.
Where did Orgle go?
I don't know. He was sitting there ringing the door for me, and then he just ran away.
Maybe he went ahead to the horse shop. I don't know.
Okay, let's go to the stable.
Stables, yes, that's the word I'm looking for. Place where you buy horses. Yeah. Back to Orgle. So you're giving chase to this creature. Okay. Alright, so let me see. What is your speed?
Speed is 30 feet.
Alright. So you notice that this person, this figure, is outpacing you. And you're about to reach the gardens. In your mind, you're thinking that he or she could lose you in the gardens, since you're not familiar with the area.
How far away is this person?
The person is now about 75 feet away.
Okay, so what I'm going to do as I'm running is my tattoo is going to start to glow. It's rainy, so presumably it's cloudy as well.
Yes.
I'm going to call lightning, which has a range of 120.
Dear God.
And this creature needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That's pretty good. 17.
Okay, so it passes. It is going to take half of the damage I'm about to roll, which is 3d10. On each of my turns until the spell ends, I can use my action to call down lightning again, targeting the same point or a different one. Oh, and if you're outdoors in stormy conditions, I get to increase it by 1d10. So I'm going to roll 4d10. It's going to take half, and the next action, you're going to get it again for 10 minutes. As long as I'm concentrating.
Oh, wow.
Alright, so 6, 13 damage.
All right. So, through your fingertips, a bolt of lightning shoots through as the energy gathered from the clouds and down into your tattoo and out your fingertips. It shoots directly at this figure and strikes. And the figure lets out a loud, piercing roar. And continues to run.
I'm still going after it. You let me know when a turn has passed, and I will hit him again.
Okay. So the creature is now 85 feet away.
Okay.
And by your next turn is 95 feet away.
Okay. Needs to make another dex save.
Okay. 2. So no.
Right. So taking 4d10 right now.
He's gonna kill him.
I got 2 10s on the die already. So, and a 9. So, 34 damage.
Oh. Ooh.
Or is just out here murdering people?
Shopping day.
The figure lets out another roar, this time with much more intensity and ferocity.
Dude stole some incense and an amulet, and he's about to get murdered for it.
Like, I started the day paranoid, and now someone was in my room? Yeah, no.
So, Orgle, there is you sense that the figure is going to keep running, but it does send something back through the air towards you.
Okay.
You're not sure what it is, but as it gets closer, rapidly closer, you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Because he can feel it coming in the air.
18.
18. Wow. Okay. You save. I gotta check to make sure that this is not halved. I don't think it is, but I wanted to check. Yeah. So there's this green crackling streak that pierces through and just misses you right over your shoulder.
Okay.
And now this creature or figure is 115 feet ahead of you when it starts to make a turn into the gardens.
Gonna hit it one more time. Well, it needs to make another dex save.
Right. That's not gonna do it.
28.
So yeah, you hear you hear curses fly up through the night air. As this figure turns and is trying to lose you in the gardens. So, how many turns would that take you to get to 115 feet?
Using the dash action, I could get there in 2 turns.
Okay.
I would technically get 120.
All right. So you'll need to make an investigation check. I'm gonna give you advantage because as you get to where you think he turned off, you see drops of blood.
Advantage to 19.
19. Yeah, so you see this figure lying on the ground holding himself. He has a cape over him and is bleeding profusely as you see his arm trying to wrap his shoulder.
Okay.
And you notice on his hand that this creature has white fur with stripes.
Still concentrating on the lightning. The wording on it, basically, I can choose a point, and it can keep hitting that point unless I change it. So I'll just say the lightning's like behind me and like illuminating me from behind as this creature looks up at me.
And as he looks up, you see the face of a tiger. And he says, listen. There's no need for this.
I'm going to call down a strike next to him. Right next to him. You should have thought of that before you broke into my room. You have things that belong to me. And before you get them back, you have answers.
I'll answer.
Who do you work for?
I'll answer your questions. The glaive comes with me. That's all I have. That's all.
I'm going to do an insight check. If I may, that is going to be a 14.
You believe he's telling the truth. You don't think you saw anything else missing?
Empty your pockets if you want to live.
He turns out his front pockets. There's a potion in there. That's mine.
I'm not here to rob from you. You understand why this is very suspicious.
I know. My master sent me.
Who is your master?
I don't think you would know them.
Another lightning bolt. Try me.
Okay. My master is Fania.
It'd be really funny if you just pulled out a little notebook. With the lightning still crackling in one hand, I'm going to give him my hand to lift him up.
Thank you. And he'll take it and stands up. Do you know of my master?
Of course not. But I think we need to get you healed up.
No.
And first, you need to clean up our room because you trashed it. And that is not nice.
If you let me go, right now, if you let me leave, I will give you this. And he points down to the potion. But also, I will give you this. And he puts 2 platinum, actual platinum, not harvest, in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
You can take that. That money is good here. I've spent it here. It's just as good as whatever you call the red coins. It works. I promise. Just let me go.
I'd like to do another insight check.
Okay.
That is a 16. I mainly just want to figure out, is this person going to try something, or is he genuinely afraid and wanting this to be over with?
With a 16, that's pretty high. You can't tell, but you're leaning towards that he is being genuine and is afraid, but you get the sense that it's not of you.
This master of yours,
Yes.
does he take good care of you? If a better opportunity presented itself, would you take it?
If that were possible, I would. But it is not.
What kind of hold does this master have over you?
The worst kind.
Orgel's gonna take a second to think. He's gonna say, I have a feeling this is one of a series of bad days you've had.
You could say that.
I'm going to let you go. My name is Orgel. If the time comes where you can break these shackles, I would like to fight alongside the man who took that much lightning damage and lived to tell the tale. He's going to pick him up, pat him down.
He accepts and he says, I appreciate your understanding.
And as I pat him down, I'm going to bring him kind of close. And I don't care who your master is. If you ever cross me again, it will be the last thing you do. And I walk away.
Fair enough. Safe travels, Oracle.
You know, I didn't get your name.
And he flaps his cape and runs.
Till we meet again.
All right. Oracle, do you head back?
I think what I would do that instance, so I would probably go back to the campus inn first.
Okay.
And I think what I would do is I'd try to put everything back to make it look like there wasn't a struggle.
Gotcha. That's going to take you a good bit.
I don't want them worrying. So I'm just going to take care of it. And then if there's time to meet them at the stables, that's fine. Otherwise,
Gotcha.
I'm just going to stay at the inn and make sure no one else tries to interfere.
Gotcha. So, as you make your way back to the inn, and after that you get started on that, Silsey, you and Valmea have decided to go ahead and go to the stables, and that is where you find a couple gentlemen, humans, who are, one is cleaning out the stables, literally shoveling poop, and the other is brushing down some horses. One of the horses. There are 6 horses in this stable. Yeah, so what would you like to do?
Just gonna walk up and be like, show me your finest horse, please.
Oh, welcome, young people. We're not open at the time. If you wouldn't mind just coming back later.
We really need a horse.
Valmea hears you say that. She pushes you aside. Says, yeah, we're not going to do that, but we are going to purchase a horse from you and a cart if you have it. The person who's shoveling poop stops and walks out to go do something. And the person who is talking to you looks shocked. Fine, I guess. That is going to come into factor when we talk about price, though. This rude behavior that you're displaying. We'll see. Silsey?
How are we rude?
Your friend was being rude. Seeing as we're closed.
Well, we kind of had our horse stolen, and so we really need another horse.
That's strange. Okay. If you'll make a regular perception check. Four? That's not good. You don't really notice anything. And he comes around to you and he says, well, I can show you a couple of our horses that are for sale. Literally, we have 2 for sale. One just came in. And the other one is a very sturdy and capable horse that'll get you where you need to go. But he is old.
When you say one just came in?
Yeah.
Where do you get your horses?
Oh, we have people selling them from all over. This is, we are stationed on the university campus, so they come from everywhere. Sometimes even nobles like to sell their horses here or trade. Just whatever.
Can we see the one that came in today first?
I didn't say that it came in today. She's right over here. And he leads you towards this horse or this stable that has your horse in it. You recognize her immediately. Valmea is about to speak up, but she nudges you. She says, if you'll give us a moment to speak in private. Take your time. Take your time. Now, Silsey, we should just... how do I say this? How do I put this bluntly? We should just take our horse back. Seriously, we should just take our horse back.
Let's see. It is our horse. We should we need to plan though.
Not everything has to have a plan. Just get on the freaking horse. I'm walking over there now. You should come with me.
All right.
Okay.
I was trying to think of something quick.
All right. Make a stealth check.
Okay.
And Valmea is going to assist this horse that you haven't named and making a performance check as she has the reins. Okay, well, Silsey, what'd you roll?
A 10.
She rolled better with her stealth. And she rolled a 17 with her performance, which assists her horse. All right. What'd you say?
I'm going to use speak with animals.
Okay.
And I'm just going to say to our horse, I'm going to say, we're getting you out of here.
She says back, that would be great. I hate it here.
Would you recognize the person who stole you?
Yes.
Was it them?
No.
Okay, let's go.
Good talk.
And she bursts through the wooden gate, and y'all are off into the rain. Which direction do you want to be headed? Almea has the reins, but I'm gonna leave it up to you. Which do you want to? So you can go towards the rest of the university. You can go back to the inn.
I say back to the end. But I'm gonna yell out, "Damn it, we still need a cart!"
Right. So y'all are flying back. Well, not literally flying, but going very quickly back to the inn. You see outside there is a place. There is a small little stable and a place where you can keep your horse, who doesn't have a name. Is that what you want to do? Do you want to just put her in the stable for the evening? You can make a perception check to see if anybody's chasing or following.
Yeah, that definitely need to do that. I don't want to get the horse with no name stolen. Let's see. Already been burgled. My character doesn't know that yet. I rolled a 9.
9. You see some people out and about. You're not sure if there's nobody running your direction. You would see that. You can't tell if they are headed your direction or if they're following a lead of some sort. They are not moving very quickly.
Let's see. Have we stopped yet?
No.
I'm gonna tell Vamea. I'll be like, let's ride around a little bit in case someone's following us.
Good idea. Yeah. And off you go. She takes you down to the gardens, kind of on this walkway that goes around, not really through the gardens. So you're going around, and you go by the lake, where there's the walkway where the gardens and the lake kind of meet. And she takes you around the other side of the gardens and back to the inn. And when you get there, there's a stable hand waiting for you. But it is not a human stable hand. This is a yellow tiefling stable hand. And she looks very familiar. Well, oh, Tilsey. And it is Vilcarna.
Hey!
Hi. Vamea says, okay, lovebirds, can we get inside first? Can we move this into the stables? I'm getting soaking wet.
Are you performing somewhere?
No, not at the time, but I will be during harvest tide. I kind of got this job to make a little money on the side, you know.
I understand.
Are you staying at the campus inn?
Yeah, we have a room.
Wow, impressive.
Right?
It is.
Hey, if you want to come up,
Maybe I will later.
Be cool, Oracle.
I'm inside still sprucing up.
Oh yeah, that's right. All right.
What happened to your cart?
Well, that got stolen with the horse.
With this horse?
With this horse, but we got it back.
But
Don't know where the cart went.
But not the cart. Oh. Hmm.
But we got the horse.
Well, what's her name?
We haven't really named her yet.
Oh. And she pets the horse on the side. Kind of pats her. You should really give her a name.
I didn't think to name her. I named my frog.
Okay.
I don't know why I didn't name the horse. I guess because it's all of our horse. It was just my frog.
Valmea kind of awkwardly interrupts. We'll vote on a name later. Silsey, we gotta get inside and plan some things for later. Don't you remember?
That's why we haven't named the horse. We don't plan when we steal the horse back, but we plan the name of the horse.
Vilcarna speaks up. It seems like I should have been there for that. I don't understand. But rest assured, I will keep great watch over her. And if I do happen to come up later, I'll get somebody to watch the stables.
Sounds good to me.
And we have a guard inside, so don't worry about that.
Okay.
All right.
See you later.
Bye, Silsey. She takes the reins and walks the horse in. And as you get down, you can see that she's tying up the horse and brushing her down. As you walk inside, you do notice there is a guard who has some plate armor and is kind of just walking around patrolling the area. And you see a half-orc who welcomes you in, and she recognizes you from earlier. So, are you going to the room or what?
Yeah, I think we go to the room and try to make a plan to find Orgel, I guess.
Yeah. So, as Valmea opens the door, you see Orgel.
Full Mrs. Doubtfire, like, dusting.
And most everything is put back into place and tidied up, Orgel, so not much to worry about there. You've just finished and are about to relax.
Orgel, we have a person that does that for us. You don't have to...
Can't find good help these days. Did you find a horse?
We did get a horse. We did. And Silsey met somebody.
Ooh.
Yeah. They hit it off pretty quickly. As you can tell, Valmea does not remember this girl.
Wasn't the first time we met, but...
Sure. Uh-huh.
We go way back. No, we got our horse.
I put an arm around Silsey, and I'm just like, I hope you weren't too attached to that glaive. The owner came back and picked it up while you were gone.
Ooh. Make a deception check.
Am I lying, though?
Are you lying? take advantage on it.
Okay.
And Silsey, you're actually going to
There is
roll.
some omission.
You're going to make an intelligence check, Silsey.
So with advantage, I got a 15.
I got 11.
Yeah. Nothing off about that statement at all. I mean, perfectly normal.
So he just asked for his bloody glaive back?
He did. And I could definitely tell that he really wanted it. He was willing to risk his life for it. So sometimes you can just tell that about somebody.
Alright then. That's a shame. That was a good weapon.
There'll be plenty of more ends, plenty of more trunks. I'm sure we'll find something good for you.
All right. We gotta. Are we supposed to plan this thing, or do we go to the professor? Who remembers?
We got our horse. Our horse. Orgo.
I'm happy about the horse. I'm going to turn to Valmea, and I'm going to say, I think we need all the help we can get on this. The more eyes we can have on the day of, the more intel we have, the better off we'll be. I think we should rest, and tomorrow we should set out and see what we can find out about this festival and where Skullface is going to be.
We definitely need the professor.
And as you are saying that, you actually feel burning in your pocket. Orgel, as you pick up the coin, telepathically, you can hear Eulyria speaking to you. So, I believe, oh, by the way, this is Eulyria, the professor. I believe that we should maybe postpone our meeting until tomorrow, if that's okay. I know we were supposed to meet at midnight, but I had something come up.
Telepathically, I'm going to look at them, and then as I'm thinking, I'm going to say it out loud. No, that's fine. We've had a pretty eventful evening ourselves. We'll plan to meet up with you tomorrow morning.
That works out perfectly. Okay, do your best. Don't get into any trouble. Like, for instance, I don't know, murder somebody or steal something. That way, we can plan accordingly tomorrow without anything else getting in the way.
While winking obnoxiously, I'm going to say, yeah, murder and theft really isn't our style.
All right. I will see you in the morning.
See you then.
And it goes cold. So you're kind of familiar with how it works now. Whenever you're actively using it, it burns hot, and then it slowly gets cooler. It's not a scalding thing, so it's not hurting you, but it is rather hot when it initially begins the conversation. So, is there anything else you would like to do this evening?
Good.
Since I don't have any reason to check the chest to make sure all my stuff is still in there, because my character doesn't know that I was robbed, then no.
Yeah, so you open the chest, And the only thing missing is the glaive, which Orgel explained away.
Yep. No, I don't have any reason to think otherwise.
Yeah, so I'm guessing you. I mean, do you have a bag, Silsey? Like a
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Okay,
I have
so is that where you're keeping your potions?
Yeah, that's where I'm keeping my potions and my prayer book.
Okay, so I'm assuming you put your bag in the chest for the evening.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, that's basically.
And you lock it up
time
tight.
to rest.
So Silsey, you have the key to the chest now.
Yes.
Okay. All right. That is where we will end tonight. Next time, we will see our party plan this demise of Skullface. And maybe even get to Harvesttide. We are because we've just crossed over into the 14th of Kelcinver, so we are 1 day away from Harvesttide. Big festival. All right. Thank you for joining us, and make sure to tune in next time for all the excitement. Bye.